Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 30th, October 1st, and October 2nd. This is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, when I am doing the weekend readings, I will use my Rodley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I will pull one from my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I am using now my, what is this, the Doreen and Grant Virtue. Right? That's Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue, the Angels of Abundance cards, and of course my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, for the overview, and this is the overview. So if you've never watched before, if you're not familiar, I do an introduction that I tag on all of the readings. If you want to bypass, and I hope you'll watch it just once at least, then just go right down there to the description, and you can then bypass this introduction. For this introduction, I will use my Waite Rider tarot cards, and I will pull one from my Osha Zen tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, and just let whatever it is that needs to come through. Now, I have also had to update my computer again, and you know that usually creates some problems with my sound. I tested it, I checked it out, it all sounds fine, but you'll let me know if it isn't, okay? Okay, so for the weekend, let's see what we have here. We are in Mercury retrograde, but Mercury will be going direct, and it will be in Virgo. It's still in Virgo, and it likes to be in Virgo, so it will go direct on the 2nd of October. Now, we still have a 2-week shadow, retrograde shadow, so it is kind of like an extension of retrograde as things are trying to, revisit where it has already been through, and it's trying to get to where it needs, where it can go forward again. So retrogrades do appear to go backwards for however long it had to be. That was September 9th, I think, or September 8th. So for the, for the 22, 23 days, it has been going backwards. So it's going to take about 2 weeks at least, if not more, to get where it was before it went retrograde. But it is going to go direct in Virgo. It likes to be in Virgo. Virgo is an earth energy. Mercury likes to have communication. It likes to, it's about your electronics, but it really does feel very at home in Virgo. So that's going to be October 2nd. However, on the 30th, and while it's getting ready to go direct, it does slow down. So we have some slower energies with that retro, a lot of going deep into that karmic energy. Remember, this is a time that I feel, Mercury goes retrograde I think this year it will start its 4th time. So it goes 3 to 4 times a year. Mostly it's 3 times, but I think this year we're going to start at the end of the year a 4th, retrograde. However, when it goes there, I feel like Mercury retrograde likes to dig things up from the past. It likes to bring the past into the present. It's also, a lot of it has to do with, karmic resolution. Now, so we still have, like I said, that 2-week thing. However, September 30th, Mercury retrograde, it's at 24 degrees in Virgo, will be opposing Neptune, which is also at 24 degrees Pisces. Neptune and Pisces, very much the deep understandings, the spiritual understandings. And we are transitioning from, you've all heard about the age of Aquarius. We are transitioning from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. Pisces has a lot of religious connotation, and there's a lot of deep spiritual religious type of connotation with Neptune in Pisces, and something going on. So we could be hearing about something very interesting around the 30th of September in that mysterious spiritual realm, hence my background. Anyway, the 1st of October, we have Venus, which likes to be in Libra. It is opposing Jupiter, which is retrograde in Aries. They're both at 3 degrees. So when I first saw that, when I was looking at that, the first thing I thought of was just like two dogs. Okay, and I know they're not two dogs, but this is how these things come to me. So I saw this little cute, adorable little yuppie dog, tiny little thing, and this really big, I don't know, floppy-eared, I don't even want to know, I don't know if you want to call it a Labrador or whatever, just kind of this big, tolerant dog. So the little puppy in itself would be more your Venus in Libra. The big tolerant dog was your Jupiter in Aries. Okay, and I heard this little yuppie dog kind of like saying, "Come on now, what are you doing? You got to get things moving. We've been waiting enough for you. Get things moving." And and the other dog kind of listening, and then like, "Okay, I will." Take that as it will. I do feel like Venus in Libra, like I said, it's in opposition, so it is trying to prod, push, yap at Jupiter in Aries and trying to get things moving. Jupiter is the planet of enlargement and planet of good fortune. Aries, again, is that, the fire energy. Venus is relationships, very close relationships. In some ways, Venus can be very much harmonious. Libra wants to create balance. So it's like I said, I felt like little Venus was up against big Jupiter and just kind of nagging it to pieces and saying, let's get moving, let's get things going. So that would have been October 1st. So let's see. And then again, October 2nd, Mercury will be going direct. Okay, let's see what we have here, though, as the overview. And again, if you want to bypass this, go to that, the timestamp. Let's see what we have for the overview for what's going on in the world. Always remember, whatever's going on in the world, you still have to live your life. You still have to stay positive. You still have to, work and keep your vibrations on the higher side. The higher you keep your vibrations, the more you are like Teflon, and things just fall right off of you. When you want, if you're keeping, if you're miserable and if you're sad and if you're just kind of in a hard or tired mode, then that's what you really will be attracting. So let's see. Our first card we have is Judgment. That is a major arcana. Judgment can be on the harsh side sometimes, but after we face it, after we face the things that we have to face with Judgment, it actually clears things out. And again, I talked about Mercury in retrograde, and then even in the shadow of Mercury. So it's kind of like things have to be cleared out. Things have to be seen. Things have to be acknowledged. Things have to be, really weighed and measured. But once it's done, it's done. Okay? And, and then you can then move on with that. So we have it reversed. Reversed has a lot of energy to me. So this is a card to really pay attention to. Major arcana. So we have the 20. Numbers are very, very important too. Numbers can be used for dark energy or light. We use them for the light. So this is a 2-0. 2 has a crossroads. It has choices, also decisions. It could also be, coming together with a partner. 0 is God's source energy. Now, the interesting thing, these are Roman numerals, and it's a 10-10, transition, and that is something that Judgment does do. Now, we can look that the people, they're very vulnerable. They're naked. They're naked as a jaybird. But they're very vulnerable. Nobody wants to be naked. I don't want to be naked. But it's just basically bearing it all to higher power. And, a gray energies here. However, her hair, some of the hair does have this color to it. We do have this angel that's very, divine, heavenly angel. And, trumpeting in something that is, to move them. Now, part of them, I don't see any of them hiding. I see them really embracing the changes that come with Judgment. However, with Judgment, you do have to bear it all, okay? So let's see what we've got next. We have our Page of Wands. Now, court cards. This is where I go into all the cards, more or less, the energies. Court cards do have dual energies. Pages, underlying energy is Earth. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Money, job, career. Okay? Tangible energy. Now, this is also Wands energy. Wands or rods is our fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Passionate, burning, very determined. Now, you can also see that there's a little bit of arrogance in this person. Now, pages are very enthusiastic. Pages love to get into the mix of things. Pages are also bringing the herald's messages also. So this could be a new message. This could be something coming about with that work energy, that earth energy, plus that fire energy. I'm looking at him though, and I guess pages can be, feminine or masculine, but this is a masculine energy here. And, he stands very upright. He stands very proud in his finery type of thing. He has his rod. He has his head up. Now, whenever you see the Page of Wands in general, it does mean pages, like I said, means a new opportunity, something new to do with your work, job, career. But then however the wand or whatever comes on top of it is how you approach it. So this is just kind of like grabbing it. This is grabbing the attention. This is going for whatever it is you want to go for. And, again, there is this looking up. There is, it's kind of like I'm looking up. I'm not faltering. I'm moving forward. Okay. So this could be an opportunity for the world to really embrace and be very enthusiastic. But it's kind of like, again, too, once you've committed, the world, whatever the world is doing, whatever the universe is, it's like this is a commitment. This is a commitment, and it's like I'm going for it. Okay. Oh, so like I said, pages does have the underlying energy of earth. Knight's energy is fire, so that is the Wands energy. Like I said, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Queen's energy is water. That is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid and very emotional, very caring energy too. And then we have the King's underlying energy, which is air, swords energy, and that is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Thinking things through, very strategic, a little bit linear, doesn't necessarily see, doesn't want to really look at the other options, just really going for what he wants to go for. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Well, now we have the Page of Cups. So again, underlying energy, Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, money, job, career. So whatever this is, this has to do with, like I said, our earthbound energies. But now we have Cups, which is again water, which is again Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So there is a quizzicalness to this. There is a not quite sure what I'm supposed to do, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. So while while the Page of Wands is very assured, the Page of Cups is kind of like, really? What am I supposed to do again? Well, okay, and also is feeling things very deeply. Now, I do not feel any insecurity here, but there is something new on the horizon. There is a new turning in the world energy, in the earth energy per se. It's going to affect us kind of differently at the same time. One of it's going to be like, okay, let's go do this. This is great. We want this. We have the ability. We have the, we are it. And then the Page of Cups is like, really? Really? What is this fish doing in here? And are you talking to me? So the Page of Cups, does have again the pages, like I said, will go after whatever this is. The Page of Cups is just going to kind of look at things a little differently. And again, it's going to be kind of like, really? Not quite sure what I'm supposed to do, but okay, we're in for this. We're in on this. Okay, let's go on and see, but I do think there's a lot of vulnerability with that Judgment. There is the Judgment does bring a new chapter, a new, section of the book, maybe even a new book in the series. And the Page of Wands and the Page of Cup, they're like, okay, we're committed. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. May not necessarily understand everything, but the Page of Wands is very much though, hey, I don't have to understand it. I just know. So let's see what we've got with Osha Zen Tarot, what we have going on with the Osha Zen Tarot cards. What do we have for the world? What do we, oh, okay, and that's another one. Now this card that has fallen on the ground is pretty unique. It's unique to Osha Zen Tarot, and it brings the Master. It brings the Master. So we have the moon energy where we know that we don't always know what we're supposed to know. So there is some faith energy here. This Master energy, you know, what is a master? A master is someone that has experienced many things. A master is somebody that knows many things. The Master could be, you know, is very connected with higher power, spirit guides. So whatever this is going on, there is a stronger energy that is guiding this. There is a stronger energy that is leading whatever it is that is going on the weekend. There is a stronger energy, a higher energy, higher power energy. And, you know, we have to look at him, you know, and we have to hope, we have to trust, we have to have faith. There is wisdom in his years also. So whatever this is going on, there's more going on than what we're going to see. Okay? Does that make sense? Anyway, interesting weekend as always. Interesting energies as always. The Schumann resonance has been back online. It hasn't really shown a lot of big white. It has been, you know, kind of the greens and the blues with a little bit of the streaking. So if something changes with that, and, you know, and even that in itself is kind of that, you know, we're all feeling like we're in this, you know, like time is ticking, and we're waiting. Anyway, take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. I really appreciate your comments. You know, I always do. And, you know, this helps keep me encouraged by you liking and sharing. Okay? Okay. So why don't we go ahead and start our readings now? Hello, my Scorpios. How you doing? Is this going to be a good weekend for you? I think it is. I think it's going to be a challenging weekend. Oh, you are definitely up to the challenge, but you need to think things through, and you need to use wisdom. Wisdom is needed for this weekend. Anyway, let's see. Higher power. What else do you have for our Scorpios? What else? Oh, okay. And there's a card that just flew. And hold on while I go down and pick that up. Here we go. It is face down. It is reversed. So let's see what else we might have for my Scorpios here. All of yours are reversed. Let's see what we've got. This is the one that flew away. Here we are. Rest. Rest. Take some time. Don't rush into anything. Okay? So, air energy again, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. There's a lot going on in all of those signs right now. Now, remember what I was saying in the introduction about Venus in Libra. And remember, too, I've said it in other past about Mars in Gemini. So, and of course, you know, our Saturn in Aquarius. So there's a lot of this air energy that's just trying to spin up. It's trying to, like, you know, I'm kind of seeing, like, you know, like stir up the dirt, okay? Kind of like, you know, just stirring things up around you. Trying to, you know, just get you a little bit aggravated, get you a little bit stressed out. Now, 4 has a stabilization. It's also about leadership and organization. The 4 of air is to take a chill, take a break, step outside of whatever it is you need to step outside of. Don't jump into someone else's drama, but also don't create your own drama. Okay, this is a little bit about, you know, this does talk about taking a vacation. And if you need to do that, that might be a really good time. It might be a really good time for you to, again, step outside of your circumstances, step outside of what's going on in your life a little bit. Take a little bit of a break and just take a little mind break. Take a little chill, okay? A chill. Take some chill. Not a chill pill, but a chill, okay? So, 4 of air, time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Like I said, there's like, somebody's trying to stir up trouble around you. You could be doing it too. You could be kind of like moving, getting that dirt. I'm kind of feeling like the dirt's being stirred up. Step back from it. Step back. Because otherwise you're going to get yourself involved in it. And the least of the worries, the least of your problems is you're going to get dusty. Okay, so step out of it, step back, stay out of the dust up. Here we go. Next card. The Ace of Air. Now we have the one. One is a new beginning. Air again is air energy, sword energy. So this is kind of like, this is where it's like, if you, this is, what is it? If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. Okay? Definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. So with the Ace of Air, it's like, don't do the same thing over and over again, because you'll either get what you get or or you keep expecting something different. But you need to make that change. You need to change your thought processes. You need to think and you need to do differently. Now, the Ace of Air is also wonderful opportunities, wonderful new ideas. So if you think that you're not, and again, I'm very much into putting positive energies out into the universe. I direct it towards God, higher power, but I do believe in putting that out there. But the Ace of Air is also these wonderful ideas. So if you are doing, if you can take this to your work, take this to your home, take this to your personal relationships, take it to any relationships. This is one of those times to do something different, okay? And because this Ace of Air is there, when you start to when you start to do something different with, think differently, kind of change your thoughts up a little bit, good things start coming back to you. This is where I tell you to raise your vibrations, and the higher your vibrations, the higher the vibrations come back to you, okay? So, brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy to change your thought patterns. Next card, reversed again, is the Empress. So we have a 4, 1, 3. 3 is creativity, celebration. 3 is also the power of 3. Saying something 3 times, really strong energy. The Empress, this is Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is the angel of divine messages, so you could be hearing something. The Empress to me has a lot of holy energy, Holy Spirit energy, has a lot of the feminine divine energy. Now, when we are in Mercury retrograde, which we still have a very strong Mercury retrograde going on here, even as it goes into its shadow, this is where karma is repaid. This is where the Empress comes and says, I've got all these wonderful gifts. I've got all these ideas. Which one do you want? But the thing is, the holy energy, the divine energy can offer you all these opportunities. But if your ego says, no, it's my way or the highway, and again, this is where I'm saying you got to change your thought processes, then you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over. So you've got this Empress energy that wants to provide, that wants to give you a direction, a new direction, that wants to maybe even make some things right again in your life. What are you going to choose with this? Are you going to choose an older way, or are you going to choose a newer way? Okay? Okay, here we go. Anyway, Archangel Gabriel, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So here, brilliant new ideas, inspiration, give birth to your dreams, interest, but you have to do something different. You can't do the same old anymore. Something different for you. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. What do we have for my wonderful Scorpios? It's, change your direction, change your thoughts even. And maybe you've been thinking, oh, I can't, I can. This is a time to think, yes, you can. Okay. Love begins. Ooh, maybe and again, my Scorpios, you tend to get a little bit more of the emotional energy. So this is a 1, new beginnings. This is, so like the ace, this is cup energy, water energy. So maybe you need to be looking at things a little differently in your relationships. Maybe you need to look, maybe there's somebody that's right around the corner from you. Again, this is a very emotional beginning. This is a very loving beginning. This is something that, again, you might have to look at differently. You might have to look at it differently. Maybe you haven't done well in certain relationships. Like I said, what have you been doing? And then do something different. Okay? And there is the thing. Like I said, if you meet someone, you're talking to them, if you've heard this before, you're jumping back into that frying pan. So, if you're meeting somebody and they're all, and this goes for you too, my Scorpios. If you say this or the other partner says this, I'm always bad at relationships. That, it's always their fault, their fault, their fault, their fault. Then you might want to run. Okay. Again, it's doing something. This is a weekend. The opportunities to do something different and get yourself some different outcomes. How's that? Okay. Now, if you're in a great relationship, all that, maybe you need to show them a little bit more too. I do find that there is a little bit of a difference going on here. And don't get into the dust up. Okay, let's see what we have. Angels of Abundance for my Scorpios here. Clean energy food. When you fuel your body with a healthful, organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. Well, that would be you need to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and there's a lot of idea energy here, a higher vibration, which is what we're talking about, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. Well, that's interesting because we are talking about doing something different. Maybe it needs to start with your diet. Interesting. Let me know, of course. I know, it's so easy not to. It's, but I'm on my way home. I'm tired. Yeah, I know. Okay. Crystal or energy for my Scorpios. What do we have? Yes, but this is a weekend. If what you've been doing, you don't like the results, do something different. Here we go. Air. And you have the air energy here. So breathe. Communication, imagination, independent, witty. Breathe. Okay, my Scorpios, like I say, I don't have to always understand it. You might let me know who does. I am always interested. But I am getting, it's time to do something different. Anyway, my Scorpios, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell that's right down there. More importantly, and as always, my Scorpios, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.